Bikepacking is more like about the journey, about traveling and places and experience the hospitality and talk to people who live out there. Just jump in the river when you want to. Really worth doing and trying out. And it's not hard, it's like a gentle kind of riding.
Just persevere and don't think about the hold. And just concentrate on what you're doing. You just get there. And third night, fourth night, I thought, this is the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever done in my life.
Ko maunga kākā te maunga, ko Waipapa te awa, ko te whānau hunara te hapu, ko te whānau wiriwaka me te uruwhiua, te whānau, ko mātai o te tau te marae, ko Ngāti Parau te iwi, ko Kelly Brokahau. Welcome to the East Cape Campground. We inherited this campground from our tupuna, uruwhiua and wiriwaka. Yeah, we're the mokopura. And that's why we're at this campground, because yeah, we do it for our tupuna who left this whenua for us. So, tihei mauri ora, enjoy yourself.
I know it's cooked a lot, I like it anyway, so. I'm just here to catch up with my partner, to be honest.
It brings our whānau together, yeah, because usually we live in different places. They teach us about their cultures, and we teach them about ours.
Here because of a midlife crisis, I think, you know, significant birthday, tried to think of something cool to do, or something challenging to do, and then I conned Fiona to do it too. She's joining me on my midlife crisis.
And we're going from one side of the country to the other. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to see some forests and some hills. We're going to get thin, probably. I'm joking, actually cut that. We're going to be fit. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It'll be an adventure.
It's on. Shall I do it now?
Okay, yeah, you're doing it now. So, just turn it around, yeah. And if you press this button here, on the side and hold it in. Find a button on this, no. Yep, okay, let it go. You can let it go, and then the top one is flick, so that means it's on, okay? So you leave it on for the whole time that you're riding. You do not need to turn it off at all.
Cool, East Cape Lighthouse, we made it here. Start of Kōpiko Aotearoa. Got a sun, we're going to get a sunrise this morning, so this is pretty special actually. Yeah. I feel like I'm not really that prepared because I didn't get to actually ride any. She'll be right. But really looking forward to seeing some North Island country that I've never seen before.
Some of the places are really remote.
Pacific Ocean, East Cape. 1100 kilometres to ride to Tasman Sea and Cape Edmore, if I can do it.
The whole endurance thing, it's like an art. You just keep chipping away at it. I kind of figured that I'm not a terrible cyclist, that I can actually push myself.
Some of the faster riders afterwards, and they're like, I wish I'd done it a bit slower, I wish I'd had a bit more company, and so it's a learning experience, I think. You know, you work things out sooner or later about how to have a good time. One of the things about enjoying it is meeting the locals and just spending a bit of time talking with them. Some of the locals out there are just awesome. They're absolutely amazing people. And they're spot tracking. You got a spot tracker?
Yeah.
Yep, they're watching you. They're watching you right now. They will know when you arrive and welcome you.
That's amazing, eh?
Yeah. There's some really good wild fruit out there. Just keep your eyes out for blackberries, peaches and apples.
Oh yeah, nice. Did 130 kilometres yesterday, beautiful country beside the coastline. Just rolling, undulating, hung out with a couple of fellas in Hawaiian shirts, one of which had had a bit of an accident this time last year in the Kōpiko and broke his collarbone. Had quite an interesting sort of a crash, so that was funny reliving that trauma with those guys.
And he washed out on this corner?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I ran over him, went over the handlebars.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so he broke his collarbone, I fractured my heel.
Fun and games.
Yeah, clusterfuck corner. It's a goodie.
He was feeling quite relieved to have got to that point, and now he could continue Kōpiko journey.
But when I rolled into the camp and saw Dean sitting under the tree, I thought, well, there's somebody I can talk to. I introduced myself. My name is Neil, but you can call me Patsy. I think that was what he called me for the rest of the trip. But yeah, great fun to ride with, actually. One of the reasons why I stuck around after day one.
But it's the people you meet along the way, and the little interactions and the experiences we have with those people.
Meet a couple of guys and before you know it, be enjoying each other's company.
I actually got quite emotional when the lady came and she had chili bins full of ice cold water and watermelon, and I'd been running out of water.
Beautiful.
But yeah, she came and just saved me.
Going up a big hill and it was super hot, it was so hot, and on the side of the road was a little sign saying, "Kōpiko riders, help yourself," and there was those little cold fizzy drinks. You know, the real colourful ones that kids have at their parties that we never drink, but we were so happy that we drank it. Yeah. You're awesome. It's really appreciated. Yeah. Although, if you're going to leave something, leave it at the top of the hill, not halfway.
Some really cool farm stays.
People that you meet, especially in the homestays and that, you're just meeting real down-to-earth Kiwis, and it's so cool just to reconnect with the people of the land, you know.
I would have gone to the farm stays because everyone raves about them.
It's always a highlight is when you arrive somewhere, especially if there's a beer waiting at the other end.
So you turn up here and there's food in the fridge, cold drinks, an honesty box over there for the money. So that's how trusting they are up here.
A lot of it's mental. Yeah. You gotta get your head in it. Yeah, it's a mind game. Yeah, and it's awesome. One hill at a time and one day at a time, and also for me, because I'm quite slow but steady, is not comparing yourself to other riders. Just ride your own pace.
We've had some short days due to the fact of we've lost a couple of our group to injuries, and one helicoptered out, one ambulanced out, so that's had a little bit of a mental effect, but I think we're okay again going forward. So
it's just in the challenge of whether my body can do it, my equipment can do it, and mentally if I can get through it. And so far I'm doing all right, and I'm enjoying it.
You had to see me 3 kilometres ago. I was just a mess. In fact, I got off and walked. Isn't that an embarrassment?
One pedal stroke in front of the other. It was definitely a mental game, that's for sure. And I kind of lost it a little bit at one point, as you do.
Asian women bikepackers?
Yeah.
That's a good question because I haven't met one. I haven't met another one. I'm like really conscious of the fact that I'm not white, I'm not Maori. I'm in like a remote town in New Zealand in some places. But you know, I'm just ordering a drink and dinner, so we just carry on.
71 2 days ago. I just keep active. When I get down too slow, I just get off the bike and take a walk, and it just relaxes the whole body.
I'm just going to keep walking.
Getting on the bike and just cruising and taking your time.
We've already passed, what, 14 people today? Going the opposite way. Yeah.
This was something that was long enough out of that horrible period, COVID, blah, blah, working in the airport, everybody, you know, grim, and having something to look forward to that was something healthy and something that you could kind of focus on, keep training, keep you know, look forward to going and doing and challenging. Nick's midlife crisis. I don't think she really is having a midlife crisis. I think she's just living her best life, really. I think it's just been awesome, really. And actually, I've always wanted to do this. My dad did a bike ride when he was a kid, when he was about 12, down the South Island, and I always listened to that and thought, oh, I'd love to do something like that. Oyster Bay 2018 Merlot, and we're going to have a glass of this at the hot pools, because we're having our rest day today.
Nice to head over the road and have a beer before 2 o'clock, which is generally a good idea for the cyclists.
The rising steam of the Waiotapu geothermal area. Want to get onto the timber trail tonight before the weather comes in tomorrow, so we're pushing on probably quite late into the evening to Camp Epic. That was rough, mate. You've had 3 crashes in Kōpiko now.
I'm not keen to this off-road trip. I'm a roadie. We don't need these sort of delays.
No.
We have not. Time is not our friend.
No, it ain't. King knees.
All I can do now is look forward to somewhere to sleep for the night and see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, the thought of another 3 hours right now, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
We turned onto the timber trail probably around dusk. The sun was setting when we got to the first swing bridge, so that was quite a sight to see the bridge lit up by our bike lights, but the sun setting over in the distance. I've ridden the timber trail before in daylight on a mountain bike. To do it on a gravel bike at night was a different experience. Good fun, great fun. Knowing some of the turns was an advantage. To arrive at the camp to a rapturous applause, something around 10 o'clock at night, but to be also greeted by the camp manager with hot food, beer and a towel for a warm shower was also very good.
Oh. That's 160 k's, mate. 10 hours.
Not too sure if you can actually feel anything below my waist at the moment. Left burner behind at the start of the timber trail. He was a bit buggered, so
You'll get ahead of me, but just people behind, so a couple of good days.
Ka kete anō.
and just really glad that I could appreciate the environment like this and see things that, you know, some people, a lot of people I know won't be able to see.
It's just started raining quite heavily now, 60 kilometres to the next bed, so I think I'm going to probably call it quits here for the night.
I'm Michelle, and I've lived in Aotearoa for about 6 years, and 2.5 years ago I started this food caravan called Fiesta Fair. So for the opportunity to actually provide a service to a community of people who really appreciate it is wonderful, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to be part of this.
The 300 odd riders, I'm sure you probably would have served food.
I think so, yeah. Which is exciting as well.
The food we just consumed was most definitely the best meal I've had on the Kōpiko. The Fiesta Fair Mexican food in Ahara. Beautiful.
Yeah, but you did.
Mate.
Good man, well done.
That must have been a huge day out.
Nice work, Bernard.
This is Doc.
How you going, Doc?
Take the ball.
That lady will feed me.
That lady will feed you. Put them over the ball. There's a beer and the Cosy Club. Right with your name on it.
$40, bed for the night, food. She'll sort it out. We've got a space for you. See you in the Cosy Club when you're ready.
I actually was picking you guys haven't gone to Forum.
No, he wouldn't let me, would he? It rained.
He's quite soft, this guy. He says it's raining, I might melt. I'm staying here. You've been a great inspiration for me.
Great! Michelle, you got another customer.
Send
Hi there.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How about you?
Fantastic.
That's quite the ride. Excellent. I can feed you. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Do you want a hot drink to start with?
You tell me what I should do. Hot drink would be great. Yeah. Sensible and great.
Maybe a nice cup of tea?
Even better.
Get that happening.
Well, what's been going through my mind is a repetition of what I've been thinking for about 3 hours, which is could be an Ohura. And I'm thinking, nah, they would have pushed on. Yeah, great motivation just to think of some, yeah, great motivation.
It gets a little bit messy. When you need food and there's not many options, you just grab whatever there is, and I'm supposed to be pescatarian, so I'm vegetarian and I eat seafood. But I've ended up eating sausage rolls and meat pies. You know, you just got to do what you have to do. You just have to keep moving forward. That's the bikepacking thing. As long as your wheels are rolling and you're not stopped, you'll get there.
Bit of a tantrum.
Great Egmont Lighthouse.
It's a full adventure, like you're doing road mountain biking, gravel, camping.
Made some great mates. Those guys were awesome. Patsy and Bernard. Three of us kind of work pretty hard to keep each other rolling along. Some good company makes a big difference. Get you through those low times. Yeah, it was a pretty amazing slice of New Zealand, really. It really was the back blocks. Some remote country. It's kind of hard to imagine it's done.
I thought it would be harder actually, but I guess I trained pretty well. Yay. I'm glad I'm here.
Well, that's done.
I set out to start, I set out to finish, and yeah, it's just really nice to know you can do it. Anyone else that has the opportunity to push themselves to the limit can only benefit from that.